nations, the master creation. Hip hop 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 nation will take you on a ride. You're chilling with your crew, that's right, come inside. You're gonna love the fat boom beat. And no, it ain't coming out the speakers in your Jeep. It's channel 37, not quite like the rest. Rap cities in the house, so you know it is the best. To get you tuned in to what's going on. Hip hop nation, you know it is a bomb. Hip hop nation, the master creation. Hip hop nation, the...
What's up, y'all? I'm Eve, the original woman, and this is Hip Hop Nation, the show where we explore rap music and the people and issues involved in it. I just want to send out one note to the brothers and sisters, which is, if you say you're going to do something, be committed and do it. If you say you're going to show up and you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. Okay, that's basically the message that I want to send out at the top of the show. And what we have for you today is we have Born Allah, we have an interview with Sheena Lester, editor of Rap Pages. We got some news for you, and so stay tuned. And we're about to cut to Malik B, who's going to give you a little bit of taste of what's coming up and what's going on.
Meanwhile, the West Coast continues to lead in record sales, no disrespect to the East. And finally, these are a few spots that you might want to check out on the week if you want to hear some hip-hop, bop your head and have some fun. On Wednesday nights, you can check out 5th Street Dick's and Jamaica House. Thursday nights from 8 to 10 p.m., you can go to The Good Life. On Friday nights, we've got Juice and Graveyard Shift. P.S. These places are after hours. You might want to take a little nap before you go. Also, you can try to call House of Blues and Unity to see anything that's going on. Or you can call us right here at Hip Hop Nation and tell us anything that you've seen or done. Until next time, thanks a lot for listening. My name is Malik B. I want to send a shout out and a peace to everybody for watching. And I also want you to check out, this is Born Allah. He's freestyling on the mic, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thanks again for listening. Peace out.
The God is crazy swift with respect like your pastor or deacon. Check out the signs I be speaking. Hang with niggas that'll smack you in your mouth for no reason at all. I'm just taking one to your jaw. I'm the man who stopped the caravan to go and loot the wall. My posse's deep as I roam in the street and I beat on the weak MCs. Check it out. MCs depend on BGs, but they phonies. They listen and they action and they ask you where their homies. Where my homies? Up in the hood. So good. I thought I'm on MCs and stop them in their tracks. Sit them down and discipline them and tell them that they whack. Situation critical, kid. Red alert. I'm the captain of the ship, just like Captain Kirk. To battle is illogical, but come from spot. Give me the microphone and watch the yard rock. I'm the life of a party, even if I was the battles, used to be the clash of the titans. So check that hand right on the wall, explaining the coming of the God roll along. With the physical flesh, I have a triple stage love, this height lifted with from bragging mind. Check it out, check what it's all about. Here we go from over here. Read this out. Look at this, the illest thing I can say. Yo, all little kid is crazy, dope. I get white folks open kinda like foul hope. You just want your mouth out so because you foul ball. Ain't always born along. I swear them seeds like quick, they go to Dorsey. You must be from Diddy's kid, cause you can never stir me. We the one and only. Yo, the truth is only. Tony, your styles, baloney. Beat my achieve them seeds and then I take them and break them and shake them and break them down like a 10 freeway. Earthquake day. They, that's the rest. Clap your hands, you rise all over the tip. Born alone, they don't make you rest like a kid. So booty out, you ain't got no power. I remember when I used to just beat 'em up, what, shoot 'em up, what, baby. Oh yeah, you ain't got no style at all. It's born alone, B-O-R-N-A-L-A-H. Wait, hold up a second, street checking MCs. Who got on my own, get back, born alone, up yourself up. 911, ambulance, you don't stand a chance. Born alone, let's dance, baby Bowie. I'm the one that only, I play you like Sony, CD, this player, the mayor, erotic, low ground sayer. Oh, my bushes, born alone, got forces like Obi-Wan, run from the dark side of the force. Darth Vader, lifesaver, the one who'll shake you and make you circles, equators, earthquakes, I break MCs down in half, feel the rap. My man, 1, 2, 1, 2, microphone check, MCs, I slap your neck. My style's kinetic like energy, I turn the lights on like Con Edison. You're not a friend of me, you're an enemy. The enemy is the enemy. MCs, I serve you put in your battery to get your car rolling. One long kicks on this couch, you can't get it started. I am the most incredible MC that ever existed. Don't get it twisted. I get you lifted like 40s and slip shit. I hate when niggas with gold threats that cuss out lights and whip. Hate when niggas explode out limousine cars. People putting this guarantee on. They put it on. Red carpet cheating. Thank you very much. Thank you. On the grass, feel the red. You girls roll down with me. You, lady, just out this morning. Roll the Lord. I like you.
Stay true to you and listen to the inner voice within, because that's the guidance and the protection. And stay focused inward so that the light will come out.
This is round 2. Can you get some of this West Coast flex? No. I really don't give a damn. I just want to write so.
Surprise y'all. Hip Hop Nation's at Con Art. These brothers know all about the Con Art. So, you know, how long has Con Art been here? You know, what's
Been here about 5 years. Underground, representing hip hop to the fullest with graffiti, you know what I'm saying? Rap, freestyle, you know, just totally real underground shit.
Yeah. So would you
Man know more about the business side. I just handle like personal shit.
So what's up with Con Art in the future? Where's it going? Where's it going with the new year?
Well, it's basically, I see it just following the trends of hip hop. You know, still being able to appeal to the masses with, you know, strictly like urban type gear. And it's basically all about hip hop though. We deal in the clothing industry, but the way it is, it's a lot that it's just on top of hip hop. And that's who we basically focus on when we, you know, design and market the gear. So, you know, we just doing it for all the hardcore heads out there, the original heads. Representing like that.
So where is my Con Art gear? That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, it's like that?
This is Con Art world.
What do you guys feel about hip-hop, since we done touched on Con Art and hip-hop? What do you feel about the hip-hop that's going down right now?
Well, basically, you know, it's like everybody pretty much got their different opinion on that crew, I guess. But as the collaboration of Con Art, our basic focus on the artists or just representing the ones we feel are dope in general, you know what I'm saying? Or not actually representing, but support. You know what I'm saying?
Who's dope to you?
Biggie, Craig Mack, Nas.
Yeah.
Can you say it East Coast?
Medusa. You know, nah, we represent on the real anybody, man, who's dope. We represent. We support mad people out here. You know what I'm saying? You know that.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
There's a lot of people out here that we down with. Funk Dubious, Snoop, nigga got his picture right there.
We got the Nines, you guys down.
The non small boys and shit. Freestyle Fellowship. We got, you know, another rep, DJ Kibu.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So it's like we got MCs, graffiti artists, break dancers, DJs, and all of these type of people are our staff.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's basically like that. We just keeping it real. We just do this to get over in this so-called industry that we got going on, you know. But yeah, everybody that's involved.
So is Con Art keeping it real all the way down to the gear?
Exact to extract from perplex flex to text flex who's next to the next subject. I am the original inventor of stepping next. Got a pump to pick the size of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Beats up on my connection, my brother Oliver X. Easily X. I suspect rednecks tracks. Don't I make up the guy complex? The devil holocaust against facts. what's next? I'm the hardest nigga on the West Coast. Top dog spit, come again? Who's fighting? I ain't going out like that. I should say, I ain't going in that way. Buddy, let me say something. Got an A-K up. Nah, honestly, make my balls off.
What's up, y'all? I'm Eve, the Original Woman, and we're here with Sheena Lester, editor of Rap Pages, a very deep sister that I've been wanting to speak to for quite a while now, and we finally have her here right next to us. Anyway, what I wanted to ask you was, you touch upon some issues that I think are very critical in the world of hip-hop and in the black community in general, and one of the last things that I read that you wrote was, what do other people think about what you've written? Like, give me some feedback, give me some input so that we can all work towards a solution together. So some examples are violence in the music that we listen to, a lot of the quote-unquote gangster rap, and things that have to do with the degradation of women and basically murder. So if we could just touch upon some of that briefly, I don't want to keep you too long.
Well, for me, professionally, what I try to do is really speak about things that I think are important to the hip-hop nation as a whole, that really have nothing to do with the music and the art form. I think that with us, issues of empowerment, you know, in terms of sisters empowering, you know, ourselves, and the whole idea of controlling our own destinies in terms of the industry. You know, the problem is that most of the black people in this industry do not own and control their own things. Like right now, you know what I mean? Like the Far Side, on the State of Emergency album, they have a song called My Soul. And the chorus is, every time I step to the microphone, I put my soul on 2-inch reels that I don't even know. And that's very real, you know, I mean, that's very, very real. I mean, there's not a brother or sister in hip-hop whose stuff could be taken away from him just like that. What little he does have, you know, and those are the kinds of issues that are important to me because, you know, those are the things that should be important to all of us. You know, economic empowerment is what it's all about. You know, and for sisters in hip-hop, it's interesting because, you know, we're looking at an industry that a lot of the women in hip-hop are making a lot of the crucial decisions. We have A&R personnel who are women. We have marketing and promotion and vice presidents of labels who are women, you know, Sylvia Rone and lots of women. But yet still, we turn on the song and the only women that we hear about are not the VPs, you know what I'm saying? They're portrayed as something really perceived as being less than, or you know what I mean? And those are the kinds of things that are interesting to me in terms of addressing, because you know those are the vital issues. I think.
I'm just so happy that you bring them up because we definitely need to speak about it. And economic empowerment is definitely number one because, you know, you can be an MC for so long and that could be your career, but you not only need to own the record company, but the distribution company, you know, and so these are issues that we all want to get out and talk about and start buying up things so we can have some land ownership as well as business ownership. Is there any other topic that you'd like to touch upon before we move on to the next episode?
Just in general, artist responsibility. Not just in terms of responsibility of what they're conveying to the rest of their people, but being responsible for themselves, you know, responsible for their careers, you know. Don't volunteer to be a hoe. You know what I mean? I mean, come in and want to know everything there is to know about what you're doing, you know, care enough about what you're saying so that when somebody asks you about it, you know, you can explain it. You know what I mean? Care enough about us as your people and yourself, you know what I mean, as a controller of your destiny. And we're all kind of open anyway.
I love it.
Years. Beautiful. I know one of the things that Shaky mentions that you should also know the president of your record company. You should know the marketing people.
And you should walk into their offices. I mean, if I were an artist, I would go in and meet everybody that's going to control my career. You know what I mean? These are people that are going to either make or shape not just your future, but the future of your babies. You know what I mean? If you don't have your house in order, you certainly can't blame those people. Because you know you're supposed to be building your own house. You know what I'm saying?
I was up there co-signing. I'm like, wait a minute, you know?
That's exactly right.
So I don't know. I just think we need to take more responsibility responsibility for our lives. We really do, across the board. Across the board. You know?
I'm loving it. I wish I could get into it even more. We will in the future, believe me. We're going to be hearing a lot from the sister. But for right now, that's it for Hip Hop Nation, and we tuning out. Peace out. Hey, yo, welcome back to the studio. That was a pretty fat interview with Sheena Lester, and editor of Rap Pages. Those are a lot of issues that you all need to think about and to start having a dialogue among yourselves about how to control your destinies. And on that tip, we're going to move along to Quest the Mad Lad, who has a video called 101 Things. That's pretty fly, too, so check it out.
Yeah, Quest again. Speaking to all the brothers out there that got girls. Now, if you think you got your girl where you want to have her, check yourself again, because I just might be the type to up and nab her. Peep this. Now, this may sound foul, messed up, wrong, or shady, but if you and your girl ain't tight, yo, I'll bag your lady. You better get her in check, because it only takes one wrong move to make me get right. Case in point, other day I go to my man's crib. Caucasians out there, Aquarius where it's black folk live. This girl came to the door, now baby's bad to the bone. Said he went to the store, wasn't home, he left her home alone. She says I could come in and wait, yeah, I'm with that. We chit-chat, jogging each other like, I love to hit that. Baby pops a video into the machine. A triple like Jerry fill the screen, you know what that means. Pow! Went at it for about an hour. I hear the door, oh yo, what you doing with my girl on the floor? Man, if you don't know, then I ain't telling you jack. She started it. Hope you not mad, black. Don't take this personal. I'm tapping your miss. Like that. Now while you running to the store, I'm running up to your girl, giving her thrills, making them toes crawl. Yo, don't take it personal, kid. I'm tapping your miss. Like that. While you hanging with your boys, I'm hanging out with your girl, taking honey to a whole different world. Next story, this kid around my way had a cutie, but he used to swing on her and hit her and tap that jaw, and I started tapping that booty. Peep it. Some brothers got down, but don't know how to treat them. Knock around the place, treat her face like a bag in the gym. A kid I know was like that. He hit his girl with the quickness. She had thickness, so I used slickness and stickness. After one fight they had, I took her to my house. Let her put her head on my shoulder and caught her eyes out. And believe it or not, I understand. You should cut that bastard off, cause he ain't no real man. See, the way we hit her is two whole different things. When he touches us, things, but my touch makes the coochie stink. The more he kept flexing and neglecting, the more I stepped in his section and gave him protection with the erection. And when money rolled up like you violated, kid, I told him you ain't doing right, so I did. Now he's pacing the floor talking about damn question foul. Hold up, just hear me out now, pal. Don't take it personal, I'm tapping your miss. Like that. While you cruising in your ride, I'll be riding your dip. You should hear the noise that's coming from my lips. Don't take it personal, I'm tapping your miss. Like that. While you puffing on a blunt, your stun is puffing on mine. Then I flip her and tap that from behind. Next case, this kid I ain't like came around with some butter, and you know what I had to do. Now money grip peep, but you think you're so fly, but on the real I like the deck you smack in your eye. Talking about you get skins, huh? That's dead. Last time you was in some ass, the doctor screamed, I see the head. You too busy planning scams with your peeps to realize the wife you had was mad sweet, freaky tight and mad deep. So now I guess you got to know this here bro's doing your girl on a down low. I did it kinda to get you back and prove that no one can master the hottie snatcher, punani catcher. While you on the block slinging rocks and busting shots with your Glock, your wife is playing leapfrog on my. So I suggest you go get another miss, cause this one is made to switch. Just like the Pepsi challenge, she chose me. And last night, guess what? Your girl rolled me. Up and down, down and down, south and up, north and south. I even got the in the map. So if you wanna try to play me, come on, kid, don't even be a baby. Don't take it personal. I'm tapping your miss. Like that. While you laying down tracks, I'm laying down in your house with your shorty. Then get up and drink your 40. Don't take it personal. I'm tapping your miss. Like that. Yeah, y'all get the picture. We getting ready to do a little something like this. Check it. Now while you out renting the movie, I'm getting your girl's booty. Like that. While you working at Mickey D's, your girl's working on these. And while you riding your bike, your girl's checking my mic. Like that. And while you getting some rest, your girl's saying, oh, Quest. And while you planning to stick up and making your girl hiccup. Like that. While you trying to catch back, your girl's licking my neck. And while you reeling and dealing, your girl's kneeling and feeling. Like that. This is Quest and I'm out this piece. 5,000. Boom. There it is.
But I'm with Hip Hop Nation. okay? And I'm with our own media. You know what I'm saying? I'm with spending our money with one another. You know, this is the black dollar, right? You know, this is what the good life is all about. Or else we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So, either you're down with it or you're not, but I know I'm down with bringing us up.
We all respond to you lies in the lies. I gotta really grab you. Cause you just not knowing about flowing, I can climax to. You rap too short, too long, too slow, too fast. You lack support, you wrong, you won't last. I'm up on a good foot, you're out on a bad note. I'm dope. Ice, fresh, automatic, oh yes. Hey, I'm talking about how I'm fading you vocally. Your mouth's not open, man, you just not knowing. Damn. They be like, how do you come up with this abstractness? And I say, I don't come up with it, I put it down. You ask a simple question, watch you get a simple answer. By chance, you shouldn't ask some type of question. Whether I hover over your head just like a halo. The time the group represents all you lost angels. This is sanctified the ivy, freer than most style in the river, you signifying the coast. The wild, so now that you know where I'm from, get a load on the down low of how the rhymes come. At random, no problems with them. Him and her are habit of static with the mass men. Who has him in range? Feed him in the spasm when he has him with the rapping from his brain. If I told you once, I told you twice, man. This is main line. Come to the circle, same rhymes. Rhyme. Now I'm gonna tell you about a vision I had, actually that I created for myself, and it went like this. I seen it coming and knew it was a plot. Legislation had a plan to kill hip-hop. I got wind from a snitch. I kept in contact with this trick-ass judge who was paid off. Soon after that, he got laid off. I'm letting niggas know you're trying to stop another flow. Hold your black stallions and your black sheets. Black clan hated a nigga and got heat. We met up on Stephanie and Market, sparked it, knocked out the target. We gon' take out the #1 sergeant. Young and strong, built up on their front lawn to kill the enemy. Remember me? Well, if you remember me, you remember I'm the one who broke the kids up in the gun, took files, planted bombs. Now I possess the blueprint, I count the message you sent. No longer will you slander and tamper with our music. Copies of the document with the rocks. The ghetto took offense in defense of hip-hop. Shot down, hold them up, loped up, held out, saved the day. Into thin air, I fade away. The scorpion. The scorpion. Because he flies like a butterfly, stings like a scorpion. Like a scorpion. He flies like a butterfly, stings like a scorpion. Ooh, the mystic butterfly. Y'all pay attention. Yo. And got the mic slide. What's up, good life? What's up, boy? What up, Blob? Green? Cool? I ain't seen y'all in months, man.
B+ is the dope hip-hop photographer. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? No, really. We're kicking it in his place. And I got some major questions. But since you mentioned Los Angeles hip-hop, what do you think about the East Coast, West Coast rivalry shit? I mean,
yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think New York right now is going through a sort of a revision of sorts, and that it's really getting back to straight beats and rhymes. You know, very much a straight ahead hip-hop record like the Nas, Nas record, J-Ru record, OC record. And it's sort of asserting what New York does best, as opposed to trying to be like people out here who are selling all the records. And I think that's good for them, because they need to figure out what exactly it is about New York. What are those things that they can do that we can't do? And that rivalry, I think, will always be there, no matter how much, whatever. But I think on a street level, they get mad respect out here, and to an extent, amongst MCs, especially MCs that know. LA gets mad respect out there. And then there's this funny crossover thing that's happening now, which I noticed, which I think is funny, which is like, they say Biggie Smalls record he'll have like Big Papa, which uses the Isley Brothers in between the sheets. Very much straight, like the way Dre would use it, like Puffy, the way Puffy hooked up the track. And it almost emulates in a lot of ways the way West Coast MCs got over by using solid, tried and tested R&B hits from the 70s and just rapping over them like Julio, Fantastic Boy, and the Lakeside Trip. So there's that weird sort of gray gray area, but I think the rivalry will always be there. But they're dope, we're dope. You know, they just gotta give us a little bit more respect than they've been doing. Especially writers out there. That's the thing about this music. It's in the media. Media motherfuckers out there.
I got one.
Media in New York.
I got one quick question before we go and hit the machine over here.
Right.
That I'm gonna pretty much ask everyone during the day. I know you don't have any children, but if you did have children, what would you want your child to listen to as far as in the hip hop? What would you consider to be cool for your child to be
listening to? Really, what I like my kids to listen to is to listen to all of it, but more than anything is to listen to it carefully. So what I would try and do, if it was me, is I would, you know, try and point out those areas where this is how this is related to that, or this is, you know, like simple stuff. You know, this is a Tribe Called Quest record that uses Grant Green. Now, Grant Green was this jazz player in the '60s who did this stuff, and just to, as far as for the kids, yeah, because what interests me is that, like, hip hop more than any of the music out there right now is a music that understands its own relationship to its past very clearly, and I think that's what I learned as somebody not from the the primary community of hip hop, you know, coming from a different country and everything. You know, me as a child of hip hop, if you want to look at it that way, being a child to the culture, you know what I mean? Because I'm only a teen compared to, you know, I'm only a baby to African American culture compared to people who have lived it. You know what I mean? But for me, what I learned about myself from listening to the music is just like how you can actually experience the world and relate to the world through the music. Not only through what people are saying, which is all relevant, but also the way in which the music itself is constructed through sampling and one thing into another. So I would want them to hear it all.